Hey, I guess I'm going to break this recap up into a couple different segments because otherwise it'll end up turning into one excessively long rant, and I don't really want to bore you guys to death if you're interested in hearing what I have to say. So this is part 2, and so to continue where I left off in the previous one, I think I was talking about would I have done anything differently. The second thing I definitely would have done differently is that I would have started earlier. I was assigned a start time of 6:07 a.m. and due to my own lack of preparedness, I didn't have all my GPS files and all that crap in order. And once again, big thanks goes out to Carlos. There's another guy that tried to help me at the start. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. And for some reason, he tried to wirelessly transfer the GPX file from his Garmin unit to the one I was using, which the Garmins have that capability, but for some reason we couldn't get it to work. So he started, he left, and I was stuck, and I still didn't have the route saved and uploaded into my GPS. And Carlos got there late too, but he came to my rescue. Thank you, Carlos. And I had my laptop computer with me with the file saved in it, you know, and the USB cables and all that stuff. And Carlos, I mean, he made it look so quick and easy. He went to this topofusion.com website and had me download a quick install, and we were up and running in just a matter of minutes. Anyway, because of all that, I didn't start until I think it was 6:44 or 6:41 or something like that, which, as I've come to realize, that was too late to make it to the ferry. Most of the other guys, or most of the people that made it across, or people who were taking this super seriously anyway, they left early. They left pretty much at like 6 o'clock in the morning or before. And that's something I would definitely do different before. We had the option of choosing our own start time. You know, once again, this race was like a time trial format, so everybody started by themselves. If you didn't choose your own time, then you were assigned one. And I took what Carlos said to me as far as starting time, in that he said, "Oh man, you'll be fine. You can start at 6:07, which of course I didn't, but he said, "You'll be fine. You'll make it to the ferry." So, I don't know. I didn't know the route. I didn't know where I was going. I've never done it before. Based on what he told me, he said it would take like about 9 to 10 hours to get from the start at New Smyrna Beach to the St. John's Ferry crossing. Well, I think that estimate was if all conditions were ideal, which they were not on Thursday. I rode approximately, I don't know, it was probably like 4 hours, and I don't know how many miles that translates to, but I would have to say at least 40 miles or more on logging and forest road, which would probably normally be relatively quick in dry conditions because the dirt and the ground would be hard packed. But it was raining, and the ground was saturated, and it became soft, and that slowed me down a lot. So for several hours over the course of at least 40 miles, pretty much the highest speed that I could sustain was 7 to 9 miles an hour. And you can imagine how long it would take you to cover 40 plus miles at 7 to 9 miles an hour. So with that in mind, taking into consideration possible weather conditions and setbacks like that, an earlier start time was pretty imperative to make it to that ferry, which if I ever do this again, which is a good chance I might, I'll definitely be starting before 6 a.m. That's, I think, pretty important.